Good morrow and welcome to your very spooky themed Halloween workout. We've got a lot of fun for you today. I'm gonna tell the story and you're gonna follow along with me. So we're gonna do mostly everything standing up today, so you may not need a yoga mat, but I would recommend having some really solid tennis shoes. We're gonna do a lot of squats. It's leg day. The summer sun has turned towards harvest, and the first chilly breeze foreshadows the oncoming winter. So let's feel that chilly breeze and lift your shoulders and let them go. As you trot into town, you take a moment to look around and see all the things that Sleepy Hollow has to offer. Let's trot into town. As you look side to side, you can hear the sound of a blacksmith pounding away inside the hearth. Two farmers are over there haggling the price of wheat, and just on the other side, you can see a cobbler toiling away with an old pair of shoes. As you approach the schoolhouse, your new place of business, you're curious to see what things look like inside, so you dismount your horse. Let's reach and pull and step back and lunge as we pull. As you approach the schoolhouse, you swing the doors wide and gaze upon your new place of business. You see a delightfully sprawled out set of child-sized desks and chairs, a humble lectern, and a chalkboard. Unfortunately, some disturbed soul has written "Turn back" on the chalkboard. So you walk up, you grab the eraser, and you wipe it off from side to side. In big sweeping motions, you erase all the former message. Switch to the other hand. You're excited about your new place of work. You think this will be a lovely fit for you. And just as you think that, you hear a squeak behind you on the floorboards, and as you turn, you greet your guests with a curtsy lunge. Your back foot goes behind, nice and low squat with wide arms. Who could this be? A lovely young lady with rosy cheeks and a friendly smile. Why, she introduces herself as the coquettish Katrina Van Tassel. She smiles at you and you turn to her companion, who she introduces as Brom Bones. In an effort to be friendly, you put your left foot forward and reach with your right hand. You do not get a hand in return. This man, Brom Bones, does not seem to have a smile at all. So you try with the other hand. And as you do, Katrina tells you that she wants to welcome you to town. She's very, very happy that you've arrived. And that in fact you have wonderful timing, because tonight of all nights, her father will be throwing his annual fall bash. This sounds lovely, you think, and she says, you must come. So you agree. And as they turn to leave, you say thank you very much, and you notice that your head starts to tilt to the side. Your first day in town and already a party invitation. It drifts to the other side as you daydream sugared thoughts and good intentions. Braun may be holding Katrina's hand, but you have something that he does not. Charm. You notice you've been daydreaming for a while, and before long, the sun has started to set. You reach up. It's been a long day at the schoolhouse, and as night approaches, it's time for the festivities. You take the opportunity to powder your face with some chalk from the chalkboard, and it's time to be off. So let's trot our way towards the party. As you make your way through town, you can already hear the sounds of a bustling get-together. And there it appears in front of you, the warm, lit home of the Van Tassels. People are inside, laughing and chatting and having a wonderful night. Well, you are very excited because you are a very good dancer. And so, as you come to the house, you waste no time showing the whole new townspeople your excellent dance moves. Let's enter the party with a side lunge. Back and forth. One more. They seem to like it. Let's switch to a side-to-side standing. This may be a new move for the people of the town. La la la. Excellent. As you dance side to side, give them little jazz hands. They love it. They can't get enough of this dance move. But guess what? You've got one more. And it goes a little something like this. Reach and tap. Nice. Can you hear that party music? Lovely. Say hello, party guests. It's nice to meet you. Bet you've never seen these big city moves. Well, wouldn't you know, your dance moves have gotten a lot of attention. The people are impressed. But you know there's one party goer here that will not be impressed. And there he is across the room, Mr. Brom Bones. As soon as you can spot his eye, he orders the band music to stop playing, for he is ready to tell the spooky story of the night. As Brom takes a pumpkin and lifts it high above his head, he squats as he tells the story of the evil horseman who's hateful of the living and comes back to haunt them on such nights as tonight. A man so evil that even he was rejected by hell, forced to wander the world of the living, never again among them. He holds out the pumpkin to the townspeople. He turns it side to side and shows them. They seem mesmerized by his words. It is truly the horseman rides at night, and he searches for a new head, sick of his own pumpkin head, and vengeful, he seeks to replace it with a new head, a better head, your head. This has been a truly memorable party, but perhaps it's time to head home. As you make your way onto your old steady steed, Bessie May, you notice that once you've entered the glen, things seem mighty dark. The trees seem to close in behind you. Whoosh! A burst of leaves flies up into your path and you swipe them away with your hands. You can hear the wolves in the distance and the wind screaming through the trees. Suddenly, it's difficult not to imagine that the toads are croaking your name and the tree branches start to begin to appear as eerie figures. Whoo! An owl appears. You grab the reins of your horse as she bucks. You switch back and forth. She bucks. She wrestles around. She's been spooked. As you wrestle her, you try to regain her bearings and yours. And once you have, you notice that the forest has gone completely silent. As you gaze up to the top of the ledge, you see him there in the moonlight. And for a brief moment, you are completely frozen solid as this horseman looms above you on the hilltop, there upon a dark and mighty apparition. The horseman cackles! Go! Ride! With your right foot forward, we're just jumping along, riding Bessie May, but she is no match for the horseman's hellish mount. He gains on you and slashes. You duck down to cling to Bessie May, slide down an embankment down towards a ravine, and then there you see the path. Switch to the other leg. You make your way back towards the path, and you hear the huffing and puffing of Bessie May as she attempts to get back towards safety. There in the distance, you see the bar, the red covered bridge, the one from Ron's story. You know that if you can get past that bridge to the other side, you will be safe. But as you hear the huffing and puffing of Bessie May, you also hear the huffing and puffing of a hellish mount creeping up behind you. You turn in a squat, turn side to side. And there behind you is the horseman's steed, his red eyes glowing, him looming above you. He now looks to be 9 feet tall. And as you stare into what would be his eyes, his arms raise up high and he slashes his sword down at you. You duck down, slide off of Bessie May, and roll to the ground in an effort to avoid the hit. Give me 1 burpee. And back up. Your only hope now is to make a run for it, so give me fast feet. Fast feet as you run towards the bridge. You can start to hear the clumping of your buckled shoes on the wood of the bridge. Keep running, you're almost there. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent work. As you get to the other side of the bridge, you collapse with your hands on your knees. Whoo, you've made it across. You've made it. Glance over your right shoulder, hoping, wishing not to see the horseman. And sure enough, as you glance over your left shoulder, all you see is Bessie May, alone in the moonlight, in the fog, and the trees. Come back to standing. Understandably shaken and exhausted, you lead Bessie May back home to the old quarters of the schoolmaster. And as you take her into the barn, you reach up, take her bridle off, give her an apple, pat her on the head, and say goodnight. You close the barn door with big reaches. It feels like you want to use your whole body and just let the evening go. Once inside, you unbutton your buttons, taking off your big pilgrim coat, 1 button at a time, with a big reach. One more time. And you unbuckle first your left shoe. As you unbuckle your left shoe, you can't help but wonder if perhaps this whole evening was a dream. Surely there is no headless horseman. And up and switch as you take your other shoe off. You unbuckle your right shoe and congratulate yourself on a job well done. You're home, you're safe, it's over. You grab your nightgown, you reach up and shimmy, shimmy, shimmy that nightgown on. Then you reach up one more time with a big yawn. Ooh. As you grab your left foot, one more stretch before bed. But as you look over towards your bed, once more, you freeze and shivers go down your spine. For what's there on your bed? None other than a laughing, smiling, wicked carved pumpkin. And that is the story of Sleepy Hollow and the evil pumpkin and Leg Day. I hope you've had a wonderful time. I've had a lot of fun. Woo! I'm tired and I think I've earned some apple cider. I hope you have too. If you want more content like this, find us on Barely Balanced. We have an Instagram, a YouTube, a Facebook, and a Patreon page. We'd love to see you on all of those platforms. But for now, thank you for joining me. I've been Margaret, and happy Halloween.